is going on, everybody? I want to give a big shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for your support for my little itty bitty channel. It makes me happy though. I know that there's YouTubers out there who like make a huge living off of this, and that's not me, but so, you know, my little list of subscribers is not much compared to that, but you know, I gained a lot just from posting my DC fandom, Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer review / reaction, and I really do appreciate it. So I just want to say thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my other content and my content that I have yet to make. So thanks a lot, and thank you to everyone who has supported me this whole time through this incredible journey of being such a big supporter of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. So it's, like I said, it's exciting for me because when I started this channel, you know, it was when the initial Justice League trailers were coming out 3-4 years ago. So during that time, there was so much excitement and hype, and, you know, Wonder Woman came out. It was just, there was a lot of excitement and hype for the DC Cinematic Universe at that time. And then after Justice, and there was so much cool stuff to make content for and all of that, and then it kind of dwindled off and fell off for a while because people were very upset and disappointed when the movie came out. And so I also kind of started falling off the channel. I would make videos here and there sporadically, which I haven't gotten back to like completely consistent, but I hope to, especially with now. This is like, we're gonna have so much exciting stuff to talk about. Look how much there was to talk about just from DC fandom. So it looks like we're headed back in a positive trajectory, and I am thankful for other supporters. So thank you very much for that. So speaking of disappointment, not to like burst all of our bubbles right now, but I think it's an important thing to say. So for this, I just wanted to make a video to discuss why I regret my first, I made a couple, I think I made like 2 Justice League, 2 or 3 Justice League review videos. I had like a first reaction one, I had a non-spoiler one, and then a spoiler one, which is interesting because I only saw the movie twice. But I did want to have a separate spoiler one and non-spoiler one, so that's pretty much why I did 2 different ones. But yeah, I totally regret the way the videos that I made for it, because I didn't love that movie. There were things in there that I enjoyed, which were obviously Zack Snyder things, but there was hardly any of that left though by the time they were done chopping it up and changing things. It was not his movie. And I was just so, if you guys have been with me since I started my channel, or if you've gone back and seen my trailer reactions for Justice League, or if you've heard me talk about Man of Steel and BVS the Ultimate Edition, you know how much I love these movies. And I was so excited for Justice League. Like, I was so excited, and like I said, that's what was gaining a lot of steam on my channel, not just like for recognition for myself, but I mean, like, that's what started growing my channel in the first place. And that was when I first started my channel. That's what was happening at that time. Like, I started it right around San Diego Comic-Con of that year. And so there was so much cool, fun stuff to talk about, teasers and clips and all this stuff. And and then when Zack Snyder left and Joss Whedon took over, and, you know, we were still getting more trailers and stuff like that, like, there was so much buzz about the movie, and Warner Brothers was just pushing this, no, it's Zack Snyder's movie. Don't believe the rumors about extensive reshoots. It's going to be the same vision that he had. It's, you know, you're not going to be able to tell that there was 2 different directors. He's just doing what Zack Snyder wanted to do in the first place. It's still, you know, they had, Warner Brothers, they had the cast vouching for them, lying for them, pushing that narrative. They had us fans convinced that they were not going to change his movie like they did with BVS. because all of us were thinking, like, there's no way they're going to do that again. There's no way that they didn't learn their lesson from seeing the response to the Ultimate Edition compared to the theatrical version. Like, you know, they're not going to do that again. Even though Zack Snyder has to leave, they're just doing what he started. They're finishing what he started. They're doing what he wants. And then when they had all the cast saying the same thing, it's like, they're not going to, you know what I mean? We didn't know. Then they had people including me, like, saying, it's going to be his movie. And then, why are we saying that? Because not only is that what they were telling us, because in the trailers, there was so much Zack Snyder stuff. Like, yes, looking back now, we know that there were some things from Whedon, of course, because by the time the movie came out, we had a couple more trailers, and he had already shot some stuff that was thrown into the trailers. But there was so much Zack Snyder stuff in the trailers, and that's how they were marketing the movie. And so then we get to the theatrical release, and it's like, where's this? Where's that? What happened to this? Why did they change that? Why did they change this? Why is Superman's face CGI 90% of the movie? Meaning they reshot most of his stuff. And it's like, wow. Like, I went in that theater expecting to love it so much and to want to keep watching it over and over again, just like with Man of Steel and BVS, the Ultimate Edition. And in my review, like, that's kind of what I said. Like, I loved it. It was still, you know, it still had some Zack Snyder in there, blah, blah, blah. The CGI face did bother me, of course. And some shots I was like, God, that's so ugly. You know, it is, because, like, the color changing, and just, like, I was pissed off about the color of his suit and his face. It just takes you out of the movie. I hated the stupid itchy line. I was looking, like, there were so many, everything. You guys already know if you've watched my stuff. But I did want to believe that I loved the movie. I didn't. But, like I said, I only saw it twice, and that's, like, ever. I saw it twice in theaters. I saw it opening night, and then, like, again a week or two later, and that was it. And that alone says that, like, there's something wrong. This was before we even knew how much actually happened to the movie. Besides all we knew by that time was, like, what was missing from the trailers or changed from the trailers, which was a lot, but we didn't know to what extent. And I was like, no. If I'm not, like, waiting to see this again and again, and no, it's not Zack Snyder's movie. First of all, I hated the score that they changed it to. That I never loved. Or that I never even tried to convince myself that I liked it, because I didn't. There was a couple parts here and there that were okay, but it was, no. So I regret those videos that I made, because I should not have used, you know, I shouldn't have said that, because I didn't mean it. And then, of course, the more, you know, stuff came out about what they did to Zack Snyder in his movie and what we were supposed to see. And then Zack Snyder, after a while, started sharing stuff, and all the Snyder Cut movement happened. And it's like, this is some BS. You know, like, the thing, like I said, the thing that made me the most upset was that, I mean, besides what they did to Zack Snyder, was that they had everyone, like I said, vouching for them and pushing the stupid narrative that they didn't change his movie. Which clearly they did, and after we're all saying and thinking that they're not going to do the same thing after what happened with BVS, they just, like, went the complete opposite direction of that and went to the extreme. And I am just, it's been so cool. I mean, it's been a roller coaster ride. It's been discouraging at times and super frustrating. But it's been awesome to be able to be a part of this whole Snyder family. Snyderverse family that has made this possible, and I have been a supporter of it from day one, and I always will be, and I'm so excited that we're finally getting his movie. And if you haven't seen my trailer reaction, or slash that out on my channel, but it's so cool to be able to, like, make reaction and review videos again for Justice League trailers and teasers and, like, footage and stuff for Zack Snyder's movie. Like, it's so awesome, and it's so cool to see everyone, the cast and the crew and Zack Snyder and everyone back attached to it. It's super surreal, and if it's surreal for me and for all the other fans who were involved in all of this, I can't imagine how it feels for Zack and the rest of all of them. It's just so awesome. So I can't wait for the next teaser. I can't wait for the next trailer. I can't wait for it all. Just in general, I saw a rumor today that supposedly Zack Snyder is in talks to do a Justice League sequel and Man of Steel 2, which I really hope that comes to be true, because I think we would all just, our minds would keep exploding. Oh my god, please, 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 please. Excuse me. So please, I hope that's true. But I just wanted to make a video about that and say, like, I want to take a page out of Ray Fisher's book and say, I would like to forcefully retract every word of that statement. It was not how I genuinely felt. I was just trying to, like I said, convince myself that it was a great movie. I mean, there were, like I said, good bits and pieces in there from Zack, but it's not going to be anything compared to, it's not even anything compared to the teaser that we got. So, I just can't wait to see it, all of it, in all of its glory. And it's going to be amazing. And I can't wait to share the excitement and my thoughts with you guys. And like I said, thanks for all the support. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, like, share. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good week.